In the last video, we said that Sree Lalithaa Tripura Sundari is in the form of Kakini Yogini. Today, we will see how the 514 to 541 names describe Devi. 106th verse.
मूलाधाराम्बुजारूढा पञ्चवक्त्रास्थि संस्थिता अङ्कुशादिप्रहरणा वरदादिनिषेविता.
Mooladharambujarudha. Here, Devi is said to be situated on the four-petaled Padma in the Mooladhara Chakra. The Mooladhara Chakra is located between the anus and the linga at the tip of the spinal cord. Jagadambika is described as residing in the form of Sakini in the atrium of that Padma. This is a place where Parashakti sleeps in the form of Kundalini. The lowest of the Shadadharas, it is called Mooladhara because it is rooted in the other Adharas. Panjavaktra Asthi Samstida. It should be understood as Panjavaktra and Asthi Samstida. Panjavaktra. Panjavaktra means five-faced. Mooladhara is Prithvi Tattva. The Prithvi Tattva also contains the four Tattvas that are responsible for it. Hence, Sakini Yogini is said to have five faces. Asthi Samsthita. It means that the goddess resides in the bone matter. Ankushadi Praharana. This name means Devi is one who wears weapons like Ankusha. We have already seen that Ankusha is a god, that is a hook for the elephant. In one of the four hands, the goddess is wearing an Ankusha, and in the other three, the Jnanamudra, a lotus, and a book. The lotus represents peace of mind. The Jnanamudra and the book shows dispelling the ignorance and imparting knowledge. Varada Adi Nishevida. The goddess is described as being served by forces like Varada. Their names are Varada, Sree, Shanda, and Saraswati. 107th.
मुद्गौदनासक्तचित्ता सागिन्यम्बास्वरूपिणी आज्ञाचक्राब्जनिलया शुक्लवर्णा षडानना.
Mudgaudana Sakta Chitta. This name says that the goddess is very fond of Mudgaudana, rice with green gram, that is moong dal. Here's how to cook it. Cook rice 32 nari, green gram 16 nari, jaggery 8 nari, grated coconut 8 nari, black pepper 2 nari, rock salt 1 nari, cumin half nari in cow's milk at low heat. This Naivedyam is favorite of Devi. Saginyamba Surupini. This name means Devi is having the form of Sakini Yogini. Ajna Chakrabja Nilaya. This name describes the goddess who resides in the Ajna Chakra, a two-petaled lotus. Ajna Chakra is in the middle of both eyebrows. Accompanied by the deities Shaktis, Hamsavati and Kshamavati, with the name Hakini, Devi is said to reside in the Ajna Chakra. In the 489th name, we found that the goddess is described as Akshamaladhidhara. It was also seen to mean as she who wears the 51 letters from Ak to Ksha as a necklace. Here we have seen the names of some deities, that is powers, in the names from 491. All of them started with letters from Ka to Ksha. The names of Kalaratri, Khandida, Gayatri, Khandagarshani, Ngarna, Chanda, Chaya, Jaya, Jagarini, Jnanarupa, Tankahasta, Dhangarini, Damari, Dhangarini, Narna, Tamasi, Sthanvi, Dakshayini, Dhatri, Nari, Parvati, Fatkarini, Bandini, Bhadrakali, Mahamaya, Yashaswini, Rakta, Lamboshti, Varada, Sree, Shanda, Saraswati, Hamsavati, and Kshamavati are also starting from Ka to Ksha. Shuklavarna, Devi is the source of Sattva Raja Tamo Gunas. The Shuklavarnam reflects Sattva Guna. The goddess is described as white in color. Shadanana, this name describes the goddess as six-faced. Ajna Chakra is the seat of the mind. Hagini Devi has six faces to visualize the power of the Panchabhutas and the power of mind. 108th verse.
मज्जासंस्था हंसवती मुख्यशक्तिसमन्विता हरिद्रान्यैकरसिका हाकिनी रूपधारिणी.
Majja Samstha. This name describes the goddess as one who resides in the Majja Dhatu, that is marrow, within the bone. Hamsavati Mukhya Shakti Samanyuta. Devi is described here as with the powers of Hamsavati, etc. Hamsavati and Kshamavati are located on the two petals of the Ajna Chakra and serve the goddess in Hagini form. Hagini is said to be located in Madhyakarnika of the lotus. Haridranna Ekarasiga. Haridranam is Anna, that is rice with turmeric powder. It is said that Haridranna is Devi's favorite. Hakini Rupadharini. Goddess Lalitambika is described here as having the form of Hakini Yogini. 109th verse.
सहस्रदल पद्मस्था सर्ववर्णोपशोभिता सर्वायुधधरा शुक्लसंस्थिता सर्वतोमुखी.
Sahasradala Padmastha. The goddess is described as seated on the Sahasradala Padma. The Sahasrara Chakra is like a 1,000-petaled lotus flower in the Brahmarantra. The Yagini Devi located in it is described as Sree Lalitambika. Sarvavarnopashobhida. The meaning of this name is bright of all colors, full of letters, bright, etc. It is said that the yoginis of the chakras from Mooladhara to Ajna Chakra have only one color, but the Yagini Devi of Sahasrara can appear in all colors like black, white, yellow, blood red and pale. So, Devi is Sarvavarnopashobhida. Devotees worship their Ishtadevatas with the Bijakshara of that deity. The deity of the respective letter can be seen in the color of the respective deity. That is why the letters are called Varna. Due to this also, Devi is Sarvavarnopashobhida. Sarvayudhadhara. Sree Lalithaa Tripura Sundari is described as one who wears everyone's weapons. Devi contains the powers of all the gods. Everyone has different weapons. So, Devi is said to be Sarvayudhadhara, that is wearing all weapons. Shukla Samsthita. In this name, the goddess is described as the goddess who is located in the Shukla Dhatu. This name also means Taraka Brahma Rupini. Shuklam also means a sort of dhyanam, that is a meditation. It's a type of dhyanam in the form of Taraka Brahma. Sarvatomukhi. This name means Devi who has faces in all directions. 110th verse.
सर्वौदनप्रीतचित्ता यागिन्यम्बा स्वरूपिणी स्वाहा स्वधामतिर्मेधा श्रुति स्मृतिरनुत्तमा.
Sarvaudana Pridajita. Here the goddess is described as one who delights in all kinds of annas. It is said that every yogini likes a special type of annam. But for Devi, who is in the Yagini Devi form, likes whatever is offered. Yaginyamba Surupini. Devi is described as having the form of a yogini named Yagini. Swaha Swadha Madir Medha. To understand this, it should be divided into Swaha, Swadha, Amati and Medha. Swaha. The word Swaha means that which is used to invoke the deity of one's like. Homam to the deities begins with the mantra Om and ends with Swaha. Here comes the meaning that goddess is Swaha Surupini like this. The term Swaha also means worshipping the intended deities. Swaha, Swadha, Sraushat, Vaushat and Vashat are the mantras chanted while offering Ahuti to the deities. Therefore, the mantras Swaha and Swatha refer to the goddess herself. Swatha. Swatha is recited at the end of the mantra for Homa and Tarpanam addressed to Pitrudevas. Hence, the goddess is described by this name as one who is chanted for the satisfaction of the Pitrudevas. Amati. We have seen that the goddess is described as Vidya Avidya Surupini. Amati means ignorance. That is to say, once again, that the goddess is one who is in the form of avidya. Medha. The term is seen to mean an intelligent one, a post-intangible creation, and a goddess worshipped in Kashmir, etc. Medha is the power to remember things. It is there in everyone. Devi is said to reside in everyone as the power of perception. We worship the all-knowing goddess as Saraswati Devi. In Padma Purana, where Shakti sthanas of Devi are mentioned, it is mentioned as Medha Kashmira Mandale. It seems in Kashmir, the goddess is worshipped in the form of Medha Shakti. Shruti Smriti Ranuttama. Shruti Smriti Ranuttama should be understood in three names as Shruti, Smriti and Anuttama. Shruti. Devi is described by this name as one who appears as Shruti. Vedas and Vedantas are all known as Shruti. These are the Shaktis of the goddess. They are not to be learned by looking at the scriptures, but to be learned by hearing from the Guru and chanting with proper swaras. Smriti. Devi is described here as Smriti Rupa. In Durga Shaptasati, the goddess is described as Smriti Rupena Samsthita. Goddess knows all things present, past and future. So Devi is Smriti Rupa. Anuttama. This name says that Devi is the best. It is also seen as meaning intelligent and unmotivated by others, Aishwaryavati, etc. We have seen that there is no one equal to or superior to the goddess. The Supreme Soul is the goddess who is Parabrahma Surupini. So the goddess becomes Anuttama. With this, 110 verses and 541 names of Lalitha Sahasra Namam have been completed. Let us recite today's 5 slokas.
Mooladharambujarudha Panjavaktrasthi Samsthita Angushadi Praharana Varadadi Nishevita Mudgaudana Sakta Chitta Saginyamba Swarupini Ajna Chakrabjanilaya Shuklavarna Shadanana Majja Samstha Hamsavadi Mukhya Shakti Samanvita Haridranyakarasiga Hakini Rupatharini Sahasradala Padmastha Sarvavarnopashobhita Sarvayuthatara Shukla Samsthita Sarvatomukhi Sarvaudana Prida Chitta Yaginyamba Swarupini Swaha Swadhamatirmedha Shruti Smritirenuttama.
More names shall be seen in the next video.